Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that was inviting me to. Who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting
Cameron,
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Rapper Cameron went viral after his interview on CNN. Apparently, Cameron didn't realize he wasn't booked to talk about himself, his products, or his popular podcast with fellow rapper Mace. Instead, he was booked to talk about Diddy and Cassie. And by the time he realized producers wanted nothing to do with him, they only wanted him to be a part of their Diddy programming, Cam was so annoyed by it all, and that's how we got this moment here.
What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that was inviting me to. Who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting around watching Diddy and all that.
Take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
Very first question right out the gate, it's about Diddy, and you can tell he didn't even want to be bothered with that, but he was trying to be a good sport about it, probably thinking it's just one question, I'll go ahead and answer that, when really it was an interrogation from the jump.
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video was egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that traffic, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, yeah, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but yeah, I was upset when I seen it.
He clearly said that he did not support DV and all those other allegations. But what a lot of men don't understand right now, that's just a spectator of all of this, and they have nothing to do with this, they don't understand that's not enough. They're not going to allow you to separate yourself from him. The whole idea of the plan is to wrap all of y'all up together. I'll touch on that more in a second, but let's keep watching.
But
did you recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your experiences?
I don't know like that. What do you mean, do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him, so yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
And this is where Cameron realized this line of questioning was not going to end.
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me. It decides for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace. Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me just out here crying, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Even that clip they used from the podcast, it was really about Diddy. And to bring somebody up for an interview, they have their own career, they have their own businesses, they have their own ventures, and to make it all about somebody else, that's disrespectful. So for all the people saying Cameron disrespected the anchor, the producers of this show, and you see who they used, they're all disrespecting him like he doesn't have anything going on himself. He's not just some random friend of somebody or an ex-employee.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
And this is where Cameron decided, okay, since you don't want to talk about me and you insist on talking about this other man, I'm about to plug the product I'm making money on for men's libido. People are saying, why is he talking about this product on CNN? The bigger question is, why did CNN lure him on the show thinking he was coming for a different reason, only to talk about Diddy? And we're not going to act like CNN. They haven't reported on the blue pill for years now and accepted advertising dollars from the company that produces it. No, that's not what any of this is about. They tried to play Cam and it backfired.
I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never was signed to him.
Right there, he's like, hey, come watch our show. Once again, signaling, I have something to talk about other than this. I don't know the guy personally, and I don't have anything to do with this situation. You would think they'll get a clue, but they won't stop.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I'll be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
I saw a lot of people in the comments saying, why was Cameron acting like that on CNN? While I'm asking, why did CNN book him in the first place? He's not there as an expert on the situation or to share his own personal account. It just made CNN, the anchor, the producers look very incompetent. It's pretty clear the interview was a setup. Cameron did not know he was about to go on there and be interrogated on live TV about Diddy. And when he realized it, he wanted absolutely nothing to do with it. The producers are interesting here though. They wrapped up Diddy's shady business dealings with DV and SA allegations. And when Cameron saw they brought him in there just to use him, but wasn't really interested in him, he was like, no, y'all did not tell me what was behind this door. Let me go. And no, I don't feel sorry for the anchor because she allowed them to make her the puppet, no different from what they do over at ESPN with Malika Andrews. Y'all did not tell Cameron this interview was all about Diddy and not Cameron, because if they did tell him, he wouldn't have accepted the invitation to the show. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about this below. Shout out to Nimrod. I appreciate you for all of your support, as well as our sister Pamela. Shout out to our brothers Charles B, Ken G, and Dark Power. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I'll be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.